Hello everybody and welcome to another self-analysis video. In this game I am playing as a Dazzle as part of a 5-man stack, meaning I know all the players on my team. Pretty much everybody random in this game, so I started out with a bit more gold than usual. So, let's get into it. There we are. Alright, so we're starting out. On our team we have a Dazzle, an Ancient Apparition, a Zeus, a Sven, and a Marana. I believe we're playing against another 5-man stack as well, so this is 2 5-man stacks. It was an all-pick game. I believe pretty much everyone random. I think 7 people randomed in this game. It was just a bit of fun, really. I believe there was a bit of banter between the two teams as well, so we'll get to see some of that in the chat. I'm currently debating what to buy. Being support, I decide Earn's a good idea. Earn on Dazzle is really good. All support wards. The Ancient Apparition, I believe, got the courier, so
30 seconds
support wards. And I bought some health regen. Brought some items to build Earn. And I had too much money, and I probably shouldn't have bought a Ring of Protection, but I bought a Ring of Protection anyway because I had too much money. Currently, we were debating what to do, whether to do a tri-lane or whether to do dual lanes. We eventually decided to do dual lanes, so I ended up being a little bit behind this Marana. I then think, do I block creeps or do I follow the Marana? Because the Marana seemed to be adamant on chasing down that Vengeful Spirit. I changed my mind on where I wanted to put that ward. I wanted something a bit more defensive for our Zeus. That also sees the rune spot. Yeah, so at the moment I've spent a fair amount of time faffing. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so I spent yeah, one of our friends was in that kind of mood. He is joking. We were all laughing in Skype. Yeah, I've spent a fair amount of time faffing at the beginning of the game. It probably would have been better if I made a beeline straight for that ward spot, get the ward down, and then ran back into the lane, help block the creeps. Anyway, I'm gonna skip this. Don't believe it's too long. There ends up being a bit of a war of emoticons. Thank you, Val, for adding emoticons. Skip this. There we go. Yes, that ended up going on for a while. And everything from... Yeah, that was really stupid as well. I didn't realise it was a tri-lane, so... Marana saved me, but I went running around a corner which was blind. And I should have known that there was only a solo offlane on the bottom lane. So yeah, I again go to poke around this corner. I want to get the ward down, but that was really, really obvious. And then there's to ward it straight away. I'm now standing really far back for some reason. I'm not in experience range there. I should stand a bit closer. I just want to be... I also try and stick to the left-hand side, because that gives me the most amount of time to prepare for anyone coming around here. So if I stand to the left-hand side, I have more time to prepare. Try and get a couple hits off on the slug when I can. But I'm hoping that by just standing here I'm going to waste the time with the supports. Again, waves pushed up, so I want to make sure the Marana's safe. I should be the one dying, not her, since she's the core on the lane, whereas I'm the support. So I keep having a peek around, making sure everything's okay for her. And all is good. In terms of skill build, we're not going to be doing that much harassing, so I decided to leave Poison Touch for now. I want to be defensive so we don't end up dying. So I've got Point and Shallow Grave and the Shadow Wave. You can see being very, very defensive. I don't want to die. See the Venge there? Yep, just pinged it. He was really proud of that, because he jumped over the Venge. He was yelling away. There you go, 5 seconds. He was yelling away in Skype when he did that. Now, I probably should have got upgraded the courier by now. Past 3 minutes, I haven't noticed yet. I've got the goal to do it. No one is using it though, so that's a positive, but someone could have been using it. And having the upgraded courier would allow it to be more efficient. I do believe I noticed it quite quickly though. Again, sticking to the left hand side because that's where it's safest. I don't want to be near the fog where there are 2 stuns waiting for me. Have a little look. I've hit level 3 and decided that I don't need another point in Shallow Grave right now. They are not being too aggressive, so the lane sustain I went for. There you go, there's the flying courier. The lane sustain I went for with the Shadow Wave. Shadow Wave. Now I believe this is where I give up first blood. I get stunned too much to get the Shallow Grave off. But at least it was me rather than Marana. I don't think there was too much we could really do there. And at which point the Ancient Apparition then picks up an urn, which is what I was going to buy. So I then sell one of those gauntlets so I can have a TP, and I'm going to turn that into a bracer instead. I buy some wards.
Dazzle!
While I'm there, I heal up the Zeus. Wasn't currently using the mana for anything else, so I get some wards down.
Tower is under attack.
Zeus has left mid, so I decided to take it for myself for a short while. Which is always a good thing. If you happen to be around and there's an empty lane, make use of that lane.
Denied.
Otherwise it's wasted golden experience. That was awful. Really should have got at least one of those 2 last hits then. No, I'm too scared. I'm a level 4 Dazzle against what is that? Can't even check. Level 7 Necro, yeah, so it was quite underleveled. I wanted to check his items. I saw he's bought a bounty rune. I want to make sure it's nothing like a haste or an invis. My personal opinion, that Sven set is awful. The sound that it makes, it's just so clunky. Again, Zeus was adamant that he wanted to gank a bit, so I thought I'd better make use of the lane. If I remember right, Ancient Apparition was nearing level 6 by this time, and so he called for me to come down, so we could see if we could try and kill this Legion Commander.
Radiant's middle tower
I might have been
is under
seen
attack.
then. I faffed a bit too much in front of that tree.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Again, we're wasting too much time really. We've got 4 of us on bottom lane now, and nothing's really happening. We haven't really got any decent method of engaging. I then get spotted, try and run away, and try and chase back after her. Realise that there's now at least 2 up there, so I turn around and run away.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Chase them up, I run up the side to make sure that there's no one coming from this side, and also grants me vision into the river area so I can see if there's anyone in there. Get a ward down so we can see what's going on.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Our middle tower fell in the meantime. We wasted too much time on bottom, grouped up as 4. Amarana is left solo on top, and I had just not enough gold by TP. So that was a bit bad on my part.
Radiant's top tower
Luckily
is
though,
under
the Slug
attack.
does pay for diving Amarana on the top lane. It was a bit unlucky really, only about 4 gold off having a TP, at which point I would have then been able to save the Marana. And then, you see these great people that I play with?
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So yeah, again, no one in mid. I'm going to make use of it. We wasted too much time on bottom. I said to them we were wasting too much time on bottom, but they were adamant that we could get the kill, but I ended up leaving. I went for the deny rather than getting the last hit. There's no one here to deny experience from, so I don't know why I didn't go for the last hit. That's probably what I should have done there. Because my supporting habits getting the best of me. Again, Morana's in trouble on top, and I haven't got a TP.
You become feast for the flesh fire.
I reveal myself. That was a bad idea. I took a lot of damage. More a scouting ultimate if I remember right. Yeah, this game so far isn't going too well. I've had a bad early start. Slark's had pretty much free farm. I spent too much time faffing. Everyone TP's to top and I TP to bottom. No communication on the team. And I'm like, well, crap. I'm on my own. There's 2 heroes here. Everyone's gone top.
Radiant's bottom tower
I did say
is
to them,
under
why didn't they tell me they were coming top? And then they said, why didn't you tell us you were coming bottom? So there's a team communication thing there. Too much time spent typing in all chat rather than talking to your team. I now decide I'm just going to sit behind the Zeus and let him farm a bit. I'm going to buy some wards, like a good support should. No one was using the courier, so
Dire's top tower
brought that
is
over.
under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Not too much going on. Flat point of the game where everyone's farming. Stupid Sven sword making a clunky sound. I tried to get some vision down. It's night time now, so vision is really important. I mispit the ward. No one again is in mid lane, so I thought I'd take it.
Dire's top tower
Sven
is
comes
under
in, I
attack.
get that last hit because he wasn't going to get it, and then I back off and let him get it since he's the carry. At this point he was telling me to heal him, however if I heal him I'm then going to deal lots of damage to the quick wave and probably steal all his last hits, so I'm telling him to move away so I can heal him. And he's saying, just heal me now. But no, I do it now so that I don't end up damaging the creep wave by stealing last hits from him. Some efficiency there. We moved the top, that got pushed in, the slug seems to have left, so I've now hit level 6, so I can now provide some good security to our team. Again, there's a lot going on bottom,
Radiant's
so I pick
bottom
up my
tower is under attack.
teleport scroll.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
It's again too late. Just sitting here. Make sure to stay in fog. Chances are, I was just checking what the Sven was buying. Chances are they'll think that I might have teleported away, so I'm trying to stay behind in the fog. Heal up the Sven, keep him topped up. No reason to leave him on 75% health. That was actually one stolen by Rubik, and then there comes the one from our real ancient apparition, so that's the reason why there was 2 Rubik stole the
Dire's top
Ice
tower
Blast from
is
ancient
under
apparition.
attack.
Ace on the Rubik, so I then come in to immediately drop my ults.
Radiant's middle
Make sure to
tower is
avoid
under
that
attack.
Legion commander on the left hand side, so I hid behind the tree, making sure that there was no way that she'd be able to cast any single target spells on me. 2-man stun, which was lovely.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Good Morana arrow.
Is under attack.
But in general, this entire fight's going really well for us. This time we were arguing about whether to keep going, whether to get the tower, or whether to farm. I finished the bracer. Not sure if I should have. I might have been able to get arcane boots if I didn't buy the bracer and we then got this tower. And to be honest, the arcane boots probably would have been better. I dropped my ultimate to help us secure the tower. Means they're discouraged from teleporting on top of us, but they do anyway. Keep using the heal, keep everyone alive. Shallow grave. Then act as bait. Kill me instead, kill me instead, kill me instead. And thus, all I hear is should be able to get out. Currently debating what to buy next, although really there's no debating, I should get arcane boots. I think I was also checking when wards are coming off cooldown.
I'll take that.
No one's on top lane and it's quite pushed in, so I went there for some safe farm as I saw Slark was in mid. Missed that last hit, probably should have got it. I'm now approaching the gold for arcane boots, so I'm going to run up into the side shop in a second. I get that last hit, run in, get the arcane boots, get out. Right now most of my team is saying should we get the mid tier 1 tower if I remember right. So we both park ourselves behind the Zeus in case he gets engaged on. We're trying to bait him a little bit, but then the ancient apparition strays too far forwards and the jig is up. Again, I try and stay behind trees and things. If people don't know you're there, they may engage on your heroes, and I can keep them alive, doing what Dazzle does best. There's a regen rune, which I said the Zeus should get, then the Zeus said no. And then I said the ancient apparition should get it, and he said no. And so I'm like, well, what do I do with it then? And eventually I decided to deny it, because I didn't want the Rubik to get it. At which point Zeus then said, oh, well I wanted it. So, again, more decision making, more clarity. You need to be more affirmative with your first decision. Don't be wishy-washy with the way you talk to your teammates. Say something and do it. Again, hiding behind trees. They don't know you're there. It's a good thing. Sven really mana intensive, so even though I've had pretty much full mana, I gave him arcane boots anyway. Use my ultimate to scare off the Venge. It's a fairly short cooldown ultimate, so it's worth it.
Out of my way!
Now we're gearing up for a big fight. Sven's just joining us, we all end up with all 5 of us. I make sure to stay back, I don't want to be the one to get engaged on. Also try and get ready for my ultimate. Have a little peek. I see someone up there. I draw a line on the map, so suggesting that's probably where the enemy team is.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They were actually top instead. At the moment now it's quite a lot of walking. Oh, we now notice that there was someone there but invisible. So we both back off because the Mirana area hit something that wasn't there. I then kind of act as bait. We tell Zeus to use his lightning bolt, but he suggests they've already gone by now, so there was no point.
Radiant structures are
There's a bit of faffing again. Again, that was probably a bad idea in general. We used all our used 2 ultimates to begin with and didn't get any kill out of it. So we probably really shouldn't be chasing this. I used my ultimate to try and scare them off. Doesn't work. Try and keep the Zeus alive. Shallow grave at the right time. But I think he still ends up dying. But at least the Zeus gets a few spells off.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, so I'm not really getting that much money, but I am doing okay for experience. due to grabbing that middle lane from time to time. I probably should have spent more time in the jungle, stacking and things. I spent too much time walking around and not really doing very much.
That's exact.
There you go, lesson learned from my previous video. Two teleport scrolls. And I decide, well, I've got this ring of protection, I might as well turn it into something, so I turn it into a ring of Basilius. That extra mana. Yeah, I was looking at the wards, saw we had some in stock, and then realised the ancient apparition was sitting on 800 gold. Well, I said to him, why wasn't he buying wards? And he said he was rushing Ags. So, which is understandable on ancient apparition, though. Ancient apparition Ags is really good if you can get to it.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
This is when I start realising I should probably do something with the jungle. I tell the Zeus to leave it alone, but he says he wants it now, so I say, alright, screw you then. I then don't want to block that camp, so I move away from it. And that should be a giveaway that it's blocked, but I didn't even think about that. That's another thing as well. That camp didn't spawn, so there's something blocking it. Either this ward, or they've got another ward of their own. This is what I should have done at the beginning of the game. Whenever the Stark went on the Mirana, he killed her twice, and I didn't do it because I didn't have a TP. That time I did it properly. So I should have saved her at least twice before I didn't do it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I then look at what item I should buy next. Never had to buy a, so I decided Yules. Yules are still OP, so no matter how expensive you make it, it's still a really good item.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
You notice there's a really big creep wave on bottom, so myself and the Ancient Apparition let's take that out. I maxed up that last hit. Well, I stole that one. I probably should have let the Ancient Apparition get it though, because he's the one working towards the big item, whereas I'm not. Again, look at wards, but then I realised that the Ancient Apparition did eventually buy some. I then realised, oh no, I'm going to block the Ancient, so I turn back, wait a couple seconds, see that they did spawn. So again, I kind of learning from my mistakes as the game went on, making sure I don't block camps as I'm walking by them. So yeah, stable bit of the game again. Well, everyone's not doing very much, and I haven't really got much in the way of item progression. I wanted to get some XP, so I'm trying to follow some people around a bit more and leech off of them a bit. But it isn't working out very well. I'm quite under-leveled, if I remember right. At this point, well actually their two supports are really low, but I'm the lowest level on my team. But at least I'm still doing better than their two supports. However, I did not really know this at the time. So I try and stay mid. I realise I'm near level 11. And I think Ancient Apparition to back me up a little bit just while I stay here, get my level 11. A couple more last hits. There you go. Get the level 11, walk back. level 2 ultimate for Dazzle. Quite important. Gets decent buffs for every level you put into it, so it's also quite good against their lineup. The Legion Commander and the Slug. Then I realise that stuff's going on and I'm nowhere near it, and we end up losing the fight. I'm now faffing a bit, don't know what to do. I believe I'm talking with my teammates right then, but because I was talking, I decided to hide my way in a little cubby hole bit there, so if someone walked by, chances are I'll be a bit less visible. I assume that they're going to push bottom. Zeus says that he's already on top, so he'll split push top as hard as he can.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And I'm left to deal with all of this lot. Throw out the ultimate just to
Dire's
put them off.
structures are fortified.
Probably should have saved it for a little bit for our
Radiant's
Sven
bottom
coming
tower
back.
is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah, quite a clever team. Bought a pipe against the Ancient Apparition. Being a good little support that I am and buying wards. I also bought the single secret shot component of the Yule Scepter. I always find it nicer as a support to get the secret shot item first, because chances are you're not going to go near the secret shot very often, so you try and get it as soon as you can. We see this Venge, and Moran shouts for help, so we all immediately turn around, trying to help.
Radiant's
We're all
top
invisible.
tower is under attack.
I get a big 5-man ultimate off, and then our Sven goes to sound, which is exactly what we should have done. That was pretty much a perfect fight, and because we got a perfect fight, the Sven was saying go, 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 and I had no choice but to follow because I didn't want him to die. We all turned back, but the Sven's still saying go, 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 and he ends up dying because of it.
Was a cage. I just set you free.
Another ultimate, got most of my team in it again. Saved the Ancient Apparition, killed the Slark. Tried to save him, but I was a bit too slow with my mouse movements to do it. This is when we decide enough is enough, we try to get back. Then we realise, oh wait, there's only one of him and 3 of us. There we realise he's too tanky and we decide to back off. Nicely timed heal. Making sure that it doesn't die into the Necro ulti. Should have stacked. I was near camps, and it's now gone the time to stack, so... Although, to be honest, there was quite a lot to think about after that fight. It was quite drawn out.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, so that bit of the pause that I skipped earlier on, we ended up talking for a good 4 or 5 minutes or so. So yeah, we decided to group up, all mid again for some reason, I don't know why, we just had the big fight mid. Ancient spawn, get the ward down to protect that area. Not much really to do right now other than farm again until the next big fight. Sven's doing some good scouting with his illusions, C2, both the enemy supports. We need to currently try and get both the side lanes pushed out because they're quite pushed in at the moment. We need to preferably get them to about there and there. Which the Zeus went to do, and me and the Mirana went to bottom. So that's good. I see the Slark and think, oh dear, I can't do this, and run away. I told the Sven that the Slark was right there, and he said it's perfectly fine. Quadunk, quadunk. Again, staying far back enough that I'm safe with the Sven, and he's safe with me, and yet the enemy team doesn't know that I'm there. Pick up a TP scroll. TP scrolls are important. I lead the Sven for 10 seconds, and he's then in trouble. And he's dead. And now I'm dead. Everyone's telling me why am I there, and that's what I was trying to save the Sven. I try and get some vision with that, but there's really no getting out of that. Admittedly, I should have TP'd straight away when I was up here. I did just buy a TP after all, so. But instead I tried to walk out. Not looking at anything. There we go. I'll Zeus and Ancient Apparition ultimates. Get them in Roche, but it's not really going to do very much.
Immortality.
Bought the next component of the All Scepter, so I'm nearly there. Bought the 2 most expensive parts first. Get the most value out of my money for my 6 slots. And I'm telling them all that they're all mid. Sven's quite far up, and really I should have been up there with him. Just to make sure that he's safe. I'm leaving him quite far up and not really checking. Too busy looking at what we're going to buy. It hit the 40-second mark, and I went to look at the big camp to see if I could stack it. Saw it was empty, and saw that was empty. So, doing good support duties there. Unfortunately, there was nothing to stack. I decided I've had enough of sitting behind people because nothing was going on, so I went to do some jungling. Now a fight happens in mid, and there wasn't really too much we could do there. So back off, play it safe. Get an ult in. I was too far forward to get swaps and die instantly. I was checking the Venge because I thought she'd only have a level 1 ultimate, but she was level 13, so I suppose I should have assumed that level 2 ultimate at 37 minutes.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
As a result, we end up losing a tier 3 and a tier 2. And several heroes. So all in all, not a very good fight.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
For some reason the Slug didn't kill the ancient apparition, but I doubly checked that he wasn't going to die.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Ah, that was why. I believe this pause goes on for another minute or so. Skip forward a little bit. Come on. There we go.
Out of my way! Radiant structures are fortified.
Again, trying to put them off, both ultimates combined, even though technically we're not going to do very much. Missed the shallow grave. Said shallow grave him.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle barracks are under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Finish the All Scepter now. Put that in my primary slot. Should help me survive a bit more. And also annoy the opposing Slark and Legion Commander.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Sven goes to do his Ancients again. And I decide I'm going to take mid since no one else is. Get some experience. Nearly level 16, so another buff to my ultimate, level 16. Becomes really good at level 16. Again, looking at wards, checking if they're in stock. Haven't got quite the timings in my head of when they come into stock and when out of stock, so... Double damage rune Sven means go, 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 go. And he's still saying go, 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 go.
Dire's middle tower
I think I use my
is
ultimate
under
here to get vision.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And all is going well. Double damage Sven with God Strength. Makes him hit pretty hard.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
So we're grouping up for a base siege. They've got two men down. So all we do is need to play safe, put the Sven up front, sit everyone else behind him, keep everyone healed up. Use ultimate a little bit early, but that's to make sure it has time to crank up your armor before
Dire's middle tower
anything
has
happens.
fallen.
Dazzle sitting on 46 armor.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Keep everyone healed. Sven gets swaps. I need to run back in and heal him. Now Sven can go to town. Sven goes down, however, we're still doing pretty good. I need to make sure everyone stays alive. I go back then and realise I don't need to leave my teammates behind to keep them healed. That's the most important thing.
Dire's middle barracks.
Now it's 3v1. You can bang on the racks.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
And all is good. So even though we lost the Sven, we managed to waste the Necrolite ultimate and the Vengeful Spirit ultimate through the use of the Shallow Grave. I TP back to bottom, there's creeps there, we need to defend as well as attack. So all in all, we've managed to turn the game quite well. I'll check this actually now, turn. Yeah, so pretty much that one fight gave us the lead, which is good. And so now we just got to play it safe, farm up a little bit, and then take the other lanes, or let them force a fight out of us, which we can prepare for. I ended up buying the medallion because we considered doing the next Roshan, and also the medallion I would use on either the Zeus or the Ancient Apparition to keep them alive. I want to get some more wards down again. We lost all our vision, and our Ancient Apparition ended up putting some really aggressive wards down. We haven't got anything defensive, so we needed to make sure we could see what was going on around the map. However, this ward ends up being really useful later. You know about Roshan and stuff, so we get another ward down. I check to make sure they're not doing it. You see the Roshan's alive. I take the haste rune because I see these two coming down the ramp there with the ward, so I decided I'd better take the haste. Better me than them. We used the Mirana ultimate in order to go to Roshan. We were arguing a little bit as to whether we should do the Roshan or whether we should fight them. And then because the Ancient Apparition went, we decided we're going to fight them. So here we go. Get the one kill, run back. Now we can do Roshan safely, because it will end up being 4v5. We had the Slarks there, so I make sure I'm standing back a little bit. Your Scepter comes in really handy here because the Slark would have killed me otherwise, and that wastes several moments of his time. Till I grave myself, heal everyone else, and all is good.
Who spoiled that shot?
Triple kill.
And now it's a case of charging down the bottom lane, taking their tier 2 and probably their tier 3 and barracks. There's a little bit of faffing because our Zeus player was shouting, yet we weren't sure where exactly he was. Slark manages to juke us all, and we all go, where the hell's he gone? See him there somehow so quickly, and then give up.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
So now we're taking the tower. We'll take to the tier 3 now. Not really too much more I can do right now. I've got 1,700 gold though. Probably be using that on something. Keeping tabs on the Slark to make sure no one dies. I use the grave really early, but it ends up being okay anyway. And so that forces the Slark out of the fight. We now have a Sven with BKB, just gonna go ham on them. I make sure everyone stays alive. Keep everyone healed. Slark ended up missing me with the blink pounce, but that probably would have nearly killed me, I think. we decide we can then kill the Slug, because he was so far out and away from his team. Which ends up going well, so we've now got 2 lanes completely won, just 1 lane left. They've lost their carry for 90 seconds, although he does have a buyback. We don't know this, of course, so we decide to just run in, because why not? Force the buyback out the Slark, but already they're 4v5 still, no matter the buyback. Good time Grave, keeping the spell alive. And even then, it's only the Aegis that's lost. Slark's around the back, we didn't realise this. And so we chase him away. And we keep chasing for some reason. This we probably shouldn't have done, we kept chasing him. Leaving us Sven all alone in their base. Luckily he's hunting himself fine, but we ended up running nearly half the map. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I went by the Mystic Staff, because why not? I think we pretty much win after this. Yeah, it's quite a lot of creeps. Sven ends up dying, which was probably because we ended up chasing that Slark so far. But all is well, and we end up taking the game. So, all in all, game went well. However, team communication, which you couldn't really see because you can't hear our Skype and nor see our private messages to each other within the game. But team communication was probably the biggest issue there. We spent a lot of time faffing. Not really good decision making. I ended up being on the other side of the map to everyone else. Was a bit better with the TPs. Beginning of the game wasn't too good with the stacking. However, towards the end of the game, I did notice it a bit more and start paying more attention to our jungle. All in all, went well, but there's still some small things left to improve. This is my second video doing this. I think this one was a bit better in terms of not being so gappy in between periods of higher action. Again, if you have any comments, leave them in the comments section, of course. Let me know how you feel about the series, and hopefully I myself will get better at doing this the more I do. So thank you for watching.